Let's go see if we can get a Ranger. Some deep ruts over here. Wow, I guess not that deep, but a little deeper than a feller would want. You can't see him where the shit through the camera. But this sucker sure feels them. Holy shit. Come on. Well, we're here. Well, the story on this crossbreed piece of garbage is I was having fun mudding up there. I think I made a YouTube short out of it. And then I came up to this tree because I couldn't get through that way. And I hit her in second gear, wound out, I don't know, it's at 40, 50 kilometers an hour. Bounced over it, whacked my fuel tank, and then the thing shut off right after I got over the tree. And the RPM gauge went all wickety-wackety, and then it wouldn't start. So she's still getting fuel up to the motor, just cranking, no start. So I'll see if I can fix this, and then we can blow it up. Well, before you do any fixing, you gotta see if the problem fixed itself, am I right? Well, check engine light ain't on, so I don't think the computer's getting power, but let's see. Yeah, let's see if we can actually fix something. So as you've probably seen, it's got spark there. I did verify it's not putting, like it's not clicking, the injectors aren't firing. So I think I'm just going to pack up the tools and I'll drag this thing out of the bush with the skidder one day when I get a chance and when I care. And either I'll try and get it running in the shop where I got more tools and more time and more patience, or I'll just load her up on the deck and take her down the road to the junkyard.
Many months later.
I've done lots of thinking on it and I got my propane set up. Line comes here through the window. And then the magic bottle sits right there. I figured out what my original problem was. I lifted this up, I did a little research, and there was a plug that was unplugged there. That was what the fuel stuff was, alright? And I shorted this out when I was trying to diagnose. And I was like, I couldn't find out why it had no sparks. And now I have fuel shooting. I'm like, man, the spark's got to be simple. It must have been from that short. I looked at all the fuses about 3 times. And then when I was actually going to, I tested with a test light, right? Like you go from the prawn to prawn, lights up, right? You go lights up. And I did this exact one here. And it didn't light up when I got to that. And I was like, wait a minute. And I'd already checked this fuse a few times. But the middle looks good. But one of this edge one here, they're not touching. See right there? I never looked there. So now, I replace that. I plug that sucker in. Ah, come on, starter. Don't ruin the party. I forgot to hook up my fuel pump bypass. Very necessary. He's not happy. Do I give a crap? No.
A little later.
Shake hands for danger.
Piece of junk. She's run like a rat bag of garbage, but I'm still getting her moved around. She's out in the bush. Got a red line in gently.
Several days later.
Stealing some wheels off my white Tacoma here. It's a 2-wheel drive, that's why it's a 5-bolt pattern. And the studs are the same, like the spacing and stuff, so it'll go on the Ranger, just only on the back, because the fronts, it'll interfere with the calipers. She's gonna need the hammer. Common Toyota Tacoma stuff. You better believe she's got a welded frame. Well, this tire is definitely struggling. Got a line right there with a huge bulge on each side. Found part of the problem. This sucker's unhooked. Now she's gonna run better. Next time I get a day off, do some bagging. Well, I got Toyota 14-inch rims on the back. Stock tires on the front because I couldn't find anything else. Got a couple buddies coming over in a bit and we'll get to bagging. Well, I threw off my camber alignment. They always said Dana 35s were made of glass.
What the heck is that? Holy, that thing can fly. Where is it? Here it is.
No, there.
Holy!
That wasn't even that bad.
That wasn't bad. The first one was worse.
Yeah.
No! Ah!
Full 7 degrees of camber.
Ranger danger. Ouch. The next day.
Well, I had a ton of fun last night. We bagged the crap out of this thing. Blew both tires right at the end of the night there, right there and there. Both in the exact same spot. We were coming over that same hill that we'd been jumping. And there was a rock that we smashed and both tires pa-pang. So that was kind of it for the night. But we must have jumped this thing about 20 times. Come flying off this hill a few times doing, I gotta be about 60, 70, maybe even 80 kilometers an hour. Smoked this rock. I think we smoked it twice. That's rubber, and then I think we hit it once on the front diff. And she's all there. I actually found a piece of Ford. Wonder what that's for. Some sort of hinge. It's the hill that we were jumping right there, and then this is the dirt spot from the front bumper hitting and digging in. And then the truck, of course, bouncing the rest of the way, but we dug in pretty good. A few more, like, dirt's all ripped up here. Probably smoked this one too. That probably didn't, yeah, we smoked that one with the tire. Maybe that was it. It's got a black mark on it. Then on the other side of the hill, here's the other dirt dig-in spots from the front bumper. Oh yeah, she was hitting pretty hard. I mean, that's dug in there. You might have been wondering why we weren't just sticking her and holding her to the floor and letting the tires kick out and doing donuts and stuff. But that's because we are in a field here, and this is a perennial that's planted. So this is Timothy. So like you see, we harvested, it's already growing back. You don't have to reseed it the next year. So, but if we rip it up with our tires and stuff, then it won't grow wherever we rip it up. So, like, it won't grow next year right in that spot, or well, it might, but not very well. But then the year after that, it should recover. But that's why we're trying not to do that. But hopefully that'll be fine. The 3 rocks that we ended up hitting in the rock pile here, and yeah, she's definitely got a full tire mark on her. And then I thought about what this bracket is. That's off the Ford Ranger. That's part of the mechanism that holds the spare tire underneath the box of the truck. Now the clutch was always a complete piece of shit on this old girl, but now it ain't doing nothing. Yeah, you can feel it, like it's still hooked up and all that stuff. Just it's got air bubbles again because the gay Ford Ranger setup where it catches air on the top end of the master since it's flipped upside down on the under the dash here. I dug around, found another Toyota 14-inch rim. So it's the same as this one here that's blown. But this one's got the beauty ring, so that means it's even better. Let's see what's all wrong with this old girl. Oh yeah, she's blew out. Well, oh yeah, the rim also took a little bit of a beating. Oh, a few beatings. Well, there's no big gaping hole in this one, so I just gotta assume that that's what did it. Yeah, aluminum bends pretty darn easy. Well, I guess I'm not getting my money back out of this rim. Now I'm going to do a little thing I saw on YouTube here. I'm taking the windshield washer line here, and I'm putting it right to the intake here, off the little vacuum ports thing. And I'll fill that with diesel. I mean, it still has some windshield washer fluid in there, but we'll just rev her up and let it eat that. So I'll fill that one up with diesel, and then when I press the windshield washer button in the cab, it'll spray diesel into the intake. And it should put a lot of blue smoke. Why does she ever put out a shit ton of smoke now?
I shouldn't be up here.
I fired it up and let it idle for about, I don't know, 5 seconds. I'll show you. Yeah, there we go. Now she's in gear. Still wafting smoke out of her, like, holy crap, man. And it's not on fire, I know that. That's crazy.
Where we almost got stuck. We're overheating?
Yeah,
Still in the
we're
middle?
right in the red. Overheat. I'll keep her cool though, right? Actually, we can back our way there.
There's a lot standing there still.
Yeah. One second, let me... Red light didn't come in fast enough. I'm gonna get a better run up on those. I just heard something pop.
Same. Oh, alright.
Ford has a new no clutch feature. Especially when they build a gate clutch setup like these Rangers.
Why are you gay?
Hey, what about reverse donuts?
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Alright, one more bottle of the trees then.
Damn. 4 degrees. That's his way of laughing.
Now's the time when Alec bags it the hardest when it's not cooperating.
Hey, she
Back in reverse. Hard with the ecosystems.
Is that it?
Nope, she's
What?
alive! She's almost out of fuel because we didn't put much in last time.
Oh.
I think she's getting a little hot. I think we need some more red line. You know what I'm saying? I'll see if it has any. Don't have the fuel. Not enough fuel. Well, been a few days now, but as you saw, the very next night we got right back to bagging. And then it was running like garbage at the end of the night. I will crank this thing home if I have to. Come on. It's running down like garbage, like before. Oh, beautiful. Which we're pretty sure is just because of fuel. I did put 5 liters in though, and it didn't really fix it. But I am going to put a full jerry can, and hopefully that does it. Yeah, she was pretty loaded up with stuff there from the trees that were getting mowed. And that's, well, I get lots of that straw from the field. But we don't need that anyways, because you see, the old airflow meter, she has, you can't really see on the camera, it has a screen. So we'll just hook that up directly to here and give her. And then I'm going to take the inner fender there, it's not happy, so I'll just cut it off, and then, you know, then the tire can shove all sorts of dirt and dust right into there to help the motor run better. Sorry about the bad lighting, just kind of working on this piece of junk after work here, and I put some gas in it now, and it didn't make a difference, but it's like, so when you have this undone from the intake, it runs perfect without like the map sensor, right? You, as soon as you hook this up, like even when it's just sitting here idling, you hook it up, all of a sudden, it kind of dies. And it'll fire up for a bit and then die. Like it's super weird. So I don't think we need a map sensor anymore. I think she's running good without it. So I mean, who cares, right? I don't want to redline it right now. Neighbors are not gonna be happy. Come on. I have no idea where I'm going. Great. The old girl's running good. Been a couple weeks since I filmed that last clip there, and I just got done editing all the rest of the video except for this part. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this might upset you diehard Ranger guys. This one is a very rare edition. It's the Anger XL. They're one of one, alright. They come with 9 degrees of camber on the driver's side wheel and 3 degrees on the other one. I actually measured with my phone for those measurements. They also come with this sweet engraved REV here. It's great. Oh, and before I forget, thank you to OpenShot, free online video editor. Well, not online, like it's a download thing, but it's free. It worked great for me. I'm not even kidding. I spent 12 hours editing this video. It might not show, but I'm surprised how long it takes to edit something even. I think it's about 20 minutes long. Just crazy. So I guess there's going to be a part 2 of trying to blow this thing up. It might be next year. It might be in a month. I don't know. It might be when there's snow on the ground. That'd maybe make it fun. As always, thanks for watching.